This is Recruitment Agency Ignition with Andy Whitehead. Helping you build your recruitment employment business fast. Using digital and automation and one-to-many systems, tools, and inbound strategies.
So the first problem is this: we don't take a technical approach to our business. You don't take a technician's approach to your business. So when someone joins us, and again, it could be someone doing 10 million, it can be a startup, but recruitment is this big hot pot with hundreds of things going on. No, it's very simple. We need clients, we need candidates, we need to convert them. That's it. Then we go into an after sales process. So we need to break it down into simple fundamentals. Next, you don't separate the business into three core functions. The three core functions being leads, stroke candidates, number one. Number two, a conversion process. So we've got 20 appointments with clients. We need to convert them. We've got 20 candidates in our diary. We need to convert them. Got a conversion process. Then number three, we've got an after sales process. Today and next week, we're focusing on the first two. And we did some of this in London. But I really want to make this clear now. This is what is going to give you the tools and the control to scale, definitely to get traction rapidly. Now, we're not talking about authority and what I would term long-term sustainability, but we are talking about control. And this is proven. If you do this, you will grow. If you don't do this, you will not grow as quickly as you'd like to. And you're going to look at your members and you're going to say, how the hell are they doing that? Because they're taking this seriously. Third problem, metrics. Often we get hung up on the metrics upstream. What does that mean? This is my RRR campaign. Okay, great. So that's box one. That's the leads coming in. What about box two? How many conversion engagements have you had? How many appointments with clients have you had? How many CVs have you had? How many candidate conversations have you had? Etc. How many proposals have you sent out? So the metrics are not just campaign specific, they're conversion specific too. For you to get paid, you need to convert the client. You need to convert the candidate. So there's two metrics there straight away. So the principles. Number one, we're going to break your business into three core functions. Nice and simple. Number two, metrics is the magic. So Ken, in London, I made a point of referencing Ken. For those who didn't come, Ken McCarthy. So Ken joined us doing, I think, Ken, if I'm wrong, I think it is about 30K a month. It's now currently about 100K a month. And we've got a very simple plan in place to get to 250 a month by August. So next time we meet in London. So good growth, almost 10x. Metrics is the magic. Ken hasn't got some genie in his pocket. It's a grip of what we're about to go through. And the fundamentals apply again if you're a startup or whether you're dealing with a multi-million-pound business. Metrics is the magic. There's nothing that I'm sharing with someone else. It's this, and we skip over it. Number three, master your weakness. And I'm going to be frank on this. So I am great at strategy, I'm great at starting projects, I am crap at following them through. So I need a team that supports my weaknesses. Now, what's your weaknesses? If you cannot manage a VA, how can that process be up and running? If you can't speak to clients, what's the point of getting 40 appointments with clients? What do we need to do to fix it? So you know what your weakness is, but what you cannot do is point the finger and say, this does not work, when you know deep in your gut, this is on you. And I had a couple of conversations with members in London, by the way, you know who you are, and nothing but kudos to you. Andy, do you know what? This was me. I was looking to, I didn't do this, or I had this. So whatever your weakness is, be open about it, because it's going to be there. And you might read your books on fix your weaknesses and do more of your strengths. I believe you focus on your genius, what you're good at, and then you have team to fix your weaknesses. Now, if you're a one-man business, you're going to have to get through some pain. But know what your weaknesses are and be clear with it. So if you get 15 appointments with clients and you close 2 out of 15, we've got a conversion problem, but we can fix it. Next, when we built RRR many years ago, it was built on completely cold data. That means they didn't even know you, never heard of you. They weren't in your database. But the reality is your client now may not be hiring now, but they will be hiring probably in the next year. Same for candidates. So it's not a case of, I've contacted them, everything's screwed. No, it's a case of you can run a campaign against your clients every month. And next week, we're going to go into sharing those templates. But your client will become a buyer or a hirer in the next 12 months. It might be next 18 months. It might be next 6 months. Same for candidates. Never lose sight of that. Next, you need to manage your VA, and manage your days. Simple, huh? Manage you. Again, what's your weaknesses? Manage your VAs. The amount of times I've heard over the years, my VA's not given me the metrics. My VA's not done this. My VA's, it is your team member. Your team member. So taking extra time to have the right member on board, train them, and also my view is your team will be with you for the next 5 years plus, and you treat them as such. They're not just an entity on the other side of the world, they are your team. And you manage your days. What you do daily becomes weekly. Again, not complex.
Discover how to build your recruitment employment agency using one-to-many automation and inbound strategies before anyone else in your market specialization. Check out recruitmentmarketinginternational.com.